JD, this week we are leaning into all things Fredericksburg and Hill Country, everything that makes the Hill Country. Hard work, resilience. This place is unshakable after everything it's been through. And we got some good folks that are good representatives of what Fredericksburg is and what the Hill Country is coming on.
We got some friendly folks from the FISD going to talk about the new Hall of Fame. Of course, flood relief benefits going on far and wide.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the recovery, the men and women out there in the trenches are still working hard.
Still getting after it.
And we're just healing slowly but surely. It's going to take a while, but we're all just healing. But yes, you're right. We got a great community show. Michael Blakeley will be on musically, so it's
good stuff. Good stuff. This is going to be a good show.
I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome to the Judge and JD show, filmed right here at Pioneer, where the beer's cold and the stories are always true. Or sometimes, that, anyway.
Sometimes. You're lying right now. It's going to be a dandy today. You want to give something away? I know Judge loves giving stuff away.
I do love giving stuff away, especially Pioneer stuff.
Right.
And
you always come up with some great caps.
Look at that. Yep. My sister-in-law, Lauren, she designs all those. I think she does a good job for us.
Great job.
Yep. And
love it.
Yeah, good stuff. So we got a cap coming out, and we're going to pick a card out of one of the cards somebody dropped off here at the bar this week. Some other ways to join the drawing are through subscribing, liking. But the big one we're going to start next week is a new game.
A game?
We're going to do a game instead of a drawing. And we're going to talk more about that next week. So anyway, this week our winner is don't have glasses. Dylan Sims.
Dylan. Come by the bar and pick up your swag.
I'd love to say, looks like Dylan's out of Austin. So come by the bar or we will get in touch with you and we'll get you a cap sent your way.
Austin watches the Judge and JD show too, so I know he's liked, subscribed, and he just got notified.
He just got notified. He got a cap on his way.
You betcha. So congratulations, Dylan, this week's winner. That's awesome.
Winner, yes.
Our thoughts and prayers still going out to the folks in the Hill Country. I mean, just like I said, there's just so much work to
We're
be
still
done.
getting videos from Haley over at the Hunt store. We see those on social media. I saw Robert Beard, from
they're
getting
really
after it.
They are. Beard and his boys.
They're getting after it. I know my brother-in-law Scott, and he had some people over there. Just about everybody sent somebody up there for something, whether it's to feed them or move debris. Or I know Dr. Rodriguez, our superintendent's been over in Center Point with chainsaw and just getting out there and doing everything he can. So we're still. The positive sides, we see our friends over there working, getting after it. We see all these good people giving money and doing tributes and so forth.
All these musicians with just benefits every day.
The hard part is,
And we've got the QR code.
Yeah. We've had to work on QR with JD.
QR code.
Yes.
But right here at the bar, too.
Absolutely. It's all going to one spot. It's a good spot. It's been vetted. It's a good thing.
Real quickly, Pastor Mike Weaver brought up a very good point about the cypress wood. About that don't just, he was saying, he's got a post that's saying, don't just give that cypress wood away. That's another way to generate money.
Absolutely.
Cypress is expensive, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think you can cut them down unless.
But he's talking about along the riverbanks.
Absolutely. There's a ton of them there.
But I thought that was a good point. And I mean, he's got like over 500 shares. He's got congressmen sharing that. Yeah. And so, I mean, he struck a nerve because it's a very good point.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But anyway, I just thought I would mention that. I thought that was pretty wild seeing how many shares he's getting from, just all over.
Yeah, a lot of unique stuff. I mean, but people are coming out of the woodworks to help, which is a good thing. Well, man, we got some good stuff this week coming up. You got FISD coming in and Mike, and it's good stuff.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Well, JD has promised I'm bringing you something today that we're really proud of. our crew down at the school, down at FISD, has put together a program. It's 2 new halls of fame. One's for athletics, one's for alumni.
I love this.
And we are super excited about it. And we've asked Chris and Rachel to stop by today and share a little bit about what we're doing.
And I guess I'll do the traditional intro here.
Well, these 2 are definitely worthy of one of your famous intros.
All right, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fredericksburg Independent School District, Rachel Malinak and Principal Chris Weirich. Okay, I feel like I'm in the principal's office like I always was when I was at FHS.
I feel like we're in trouble.
So,
tell me who hasn't been.
welcome on in here, y'all. Welcome to the Judge and JD Show.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
Thank y'all for coming.
You bet.
We know you're busy. I mean,
Right?
Everybody thinks the whole district is off all summer. These guys are not. They're very busy.
Working around the clock, 24/7, pretty much.
Yes, yeah. So summer good. Yeah, having a good summer.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
It's been busy.
So we're going to talk FISD Hall of Fame and the alumni honor as well. So
Yeah. So you guys want to share a little
elaborate
bit?
a little bit.
Yeah, elaborate a little bit.
Awesome. So yes, we have something that's been collaborated for the last couple, I'll say 3 years. Superintendent Dr. Joe Rodriguez, myself have been in some conversations. We were wanting to start a Hall of Honor. And so really recognizing our alumni, the heritage and tradition of excellence that Fredericksburg has always had. And so we started throwing out some ideas, and so something that we've been working on for these past many years, trying to get started and done appropriately and right. And with it, also came, we have 2 alumni that also jumped on board, Jenny Immel and Kim Zubebuehler, who then came in, and I mean, just a beautiful asset that all of a sudden they jumped in and helped incorporate the Athletic Hall of Fame. And so that's kind of where it is started from. And you can tell I'm getting nervous.
Oh, you're good. What are some of the criteria?
Yeah. What makes you eligible? What are the criteria? What's that sort of thing?
So for the alumni, it's anyone, you have to have been graduated for 10 years, I believe.
10 years.
10 years. And it's anyone who's gone far in their life. They're doing something, whether it's through public service, agriculture, arts, education. They're doing something outside of our community that really they built it from our community.
Right.
I mean, from being in our classes, from being in our schools, the community that supports them. I mean, it's a big deal. So that's for the athletic. I'm sorry, the alumni Hall of Honor, and then the athletic side is more for the students who achieve things while they were in school. Sure. So anyone who, I mean, from coaches to students to teams, anyone who at FHS, they achieved excellence in sports. So.
And there's just so much of that going on lately. I mean, through the years, of course, but I mean, it's just been tremendous.
We have a lot of
sports programs have been just outstanding.
We have a lot of exceptional people who came to talk. Exceptional people come out of Fredericksburg, and we appreciate that you guys are taking the time to do this. And whoever's nominating is going to be. It's going to be a complicated process, I would think, because there's going to be some really good people.
Is there like a committee set up?
I think so. I think
there is 2 separate committees set up.
Good.
And so with it, individuals who have knowledge and understanding of our history, our programs. So again, separated 2 different committees, and they have the charge of
committees made up of the community. I'm assuming.
Yes.
So where does it go from here? I mean, is it still kind of being developed? I mean, in terms of, when will this be announced? I mean, I know it's been announced that we're doing it, but, the nominees and all that kind of stuff. Do we have any of that?
So we have announced the program. We are waiting for applications. We have a couple, but we would like some more. People are mentioning people who should be nominated, so we're still waiting on people to put those applications in. Once we have those in, the committees will meet. They will review those, and then we'll take it from there. Pretty soon, we're going to have meet and greet with all the committee members just to thank them and kind of tell them what the program's about. But they're all, I don't think anybody turned it down.
No, everybody's fired up. Everybody else.
Yeah, this is a great idea. I love this.
You kind of mentioned earlier, it's a big deal. This is a very big deal. And so we're excited.
This being also the inaugural year for FISD and this program, something that we're really looking at and excited about in the spring of 2026 of having that first Alumni Hall of Honor.
So if there's some of our viewers that have somebody in mind maybe for a future nomination for either category, how do they go about nominating?
So you can go on our website at FISD.org, and then if you go to the Community Resources tab, there's actually a link for the for both halls. So you click there, and then there's 2 different nomination forms. So you can submit those, and
I pulled them up.
Easy.
It looks quick and simple.
Yeah.
You know?
And even if you don't know all the information, if you can put as much as you know, the people on the committee are actually very familiar with all the people who have been nominated. So if you don't know all the information, that you can definitely put that in.
Well, I noticed when we put it out there that I say you guys put it out there.
You got a rocket that on your shirt. You're
part
all right.
of us.
But I noticed people were excited about it, like on Facebook and so forth, and in social media. But we were talking about when you got here, really to make your nomination effective, we need the actual form filled out online, if you would. We're not going to be able to pick them up just off of social media. So, right?
Yes.
So, so the easiest place to do that, there's, like you said, FISD.org. And if, needing more information on that, you can call us.
I mean, this is just downright exciting. So once you get the very first 2, I guess it would be 2.
Yes, sir.
Will they have a Hall of Fame, or like a Wall of Fame or something too? You know what I'm saying? Will there be like something like a presentation for them?
Yes. So we are actually working on doing a celebration for whoever is nominated. The first year there may be more than one for each group, just because it's the first year and there's a lot of people who we need to get out there on our Hall of Fame and honor. But we are introducing a program. We actually already purchased it. Kim Zuberbuehler and Jenny Emmer are helping me build it's a platform that will allow us to actually upload the history of Fredericksburg ISD. Yeah. And then the Hall of Fame and Hall of Honor will also be on there. It'll be accessible on our website, but we will also have screens in on the campuses that you can access information. That includes board members' information, like the history of our school, teachers of the year. We're hoping to upload our yearbooks after so long, so that way you can see the history in those, because we have a lot from the 1930s, 1940s that are really cool to look at, but you're scared you're going to break them. So we're going to upload all that so people can actually start looking through that.
Fabulous.
But the celebrations will be coming up in the spring. We're going to do the
Hall of Honor,
and then in the fall we'll have one for the Hall of Fame, and we are looking for donations to help with that if the community wants to help at all, just because it's our first year kicking it off, but we want to make it special. We want to make it a special event and not just something small, because it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
And these are going to be the people that made Fredericksburg community.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I like about
these
that.
folks are coming directly from the community, just like all of us, and I think it'll inspire our kids as well, inspire our families to really want to continue to achieve.
You just hit it on the nail there. I mean, Fredericksburg has such a huge tradition of excellence.
Excellence.
And it's been so beautiful, and we have so many people accomplishing so many great things. And here now, kids can interact, as what Rachel was saying, through this little kiosk thing of seeing a bio, a picture, someone who is able to go accomplish something great out in our community and out in this world. And so for me, it's something also that allows that inspiring of that next generation.
Yes.
We get to build upon the past, the foundation that our fathers, our forefathers, everyone who's walked the halls of Fredericksburg High School, as well as the district, the history and the excellence that they've built upon, that
I'm getting kind of chills from it.
I know, right? I know already.
So now how do you inspire the current, but also future? Allowing someone to have hope. To say, this person was able to do it. I can now start dreaming again, and I can go do something. And now starting to really want to contribute, because if we can better someone's life, they're going to better their home. They better their home, they better their community. And so what a great way to continue that tradition of excellence, allowing us to connect those that have gone before us, as well as inspiring the next generation.
Well, like we were talking about, like we said, one of our core beliefs here at FISD is, of course, inspiring excellence, and that's exactly what these guys are doing, and it's pretty amazing. I think we talked a little bit earlier about another program called Profile of Ability. I joked to Chris earlier. I was telling my oldest son Jack, Chris gave us a document showing everything about being a profile of ability. I took it in my son's room, put it on his desk. If I see him move it, I bring it, put it on his pillow, make sure he understands what it means to be a Billy. So it's and they do. Our kiddos, I believe they do. In the district and our families, really, we have a lot of Billy pride here. And
Billy Pride,
we definitely are. Anyway, good stuff. Anything else you guys want to share on it?
We want that to continue. When you talk about the pride, the tradition, and especially as whether you're a move-in or someone who's been a long-standing history here, we want that built. And with that pride brings community. JD, you talked about community a little bit ago.
Yes. We all got our phones and we're all busy and we got all these things going on. But I will tell you, there's nothing in life like going to a ball game or a track meet or something like that. Even if you don't
These
have
are
kids.
things the phone hasn't replaced.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. So even if you don't have kids in a district, one, you'll enjoy it, and two, we love our community be out and supporting those kids. The support helps them get to that next level. That's the way I see it.
And that's where this Alumni Hall of Honor, as well as the fame, allows us to recognize all spectrums, all walks of life at Fredericksburg Independent School District, and to continue inspiring that excellence and that tradition.
That's it, and we appreciate the excellence you guys are inspiring.
Yes, thank you for all you do.
When these guys do an amazing job, they communicate with the community. They know exactly what's going on. And your kids, our kids, are their biggest
Fortunate.
I mean, they're very focused on that, and we are fortunate as a community to have Rachel and Chris on our team.
Thank you so much for coming on to the show. Anything you want to add real quick before we wrap up, Rachel?
I would like to add one more thing. At the end of this month, we are going to be doing a ribbon cutting for the middle school, and we wouldn't have that without the community support. I don't know the exact date yet, but within the next few days, we will be sending that out. So watch for that. I'm excited about getting people in. The school looks great. And our kids definitely deserve it, but that's because of our community.
And I've said that on here before, that new middle school, I can't hardly drive by there without choking up. I mean, it's just breathtaking.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Something this community did for our community. And I could not be more appreciative as a school board member, part of the district and that sort of thing. The last one lasted us a minute, a little over 100 years. So hopefully this one's built to last another 100 years.
There you go.
So it'll be around. But yes, we will talk about the ribbon cutting at the new middle school. We'll make sure everybody knows from here as well when it is. So
we appreciate y'all allowing us to be here. We know, like I said, it's a wonderful, beautiful community. This community is what's built who we are, and especially as the alumni, I think there's something beautiful that we want to continue. Especially we want our doors open. We want our community being involved. We want our students being actively participating and being inspired and dreaming again, and feeling like they can go do something in their life, in the world, to make it a better place.
Well said.
Well said, and thank you guys for what you're doing. It's very, very important.
Thank you.
Man, that was awesome. That was a great segment. Those two guests are amazing.
I'm thinking inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration. This program they're putting together, like Chris said, earlier, it doesn't just affect athletes. There's two halls, one a Hall of Fame, one's a Hall of Honor, but anybody, doesn't matter. Anybody that's gone on and achieved. It doesn't matter if they're a musician, played in a band here, or like I say, an athlete, or Chris mentioned we have a lot of military folks that have gone on and achieved here locally. So anyway, can't get over that last one. That was a lot of fun.
It'll cover the entire spectrum.
It covers the entire spectrum, And so get out there and nominate. there's no limit to who can nominate. So hop online. If you have any trouble with that, send us a message. We'll point you in the right direction. But either way, sounds good. And now we've got even another great guest coming on.
Another Fredericksburg resident right here.
Fredericksburg right
He
here.
got here as fast as he could. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be like a reunion of sorts for me, for dang sure. Y'all give it up, Mike Blakeley!
Hey!
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. All right. Thanks for the big introduction.
You bet. It has been a while, my friend.
It has been a while.
But I know you have been out just picking and a grinning.
I have been.
You've been doing more grinning or more picking?
It's about 60% picking and 40 grinning. Even when I sleep.
A good little 64. Well, good to have you in here. Judge, is like you and Quincy went way back, Mike and I go.
You might go back. That's cool.
Decades.
Was I may not have been the first person to play you on the radio, but pretty
you
close.
May have been. You may have been.
Maybe.
But definitely on KFAN, but maybe, I wasn't doing a whole lot of radio until about 19. That means I can't remember exactly which year.
KFAN started in 91, so.
Okay.
But you've had just so many you had a lot of hit songs on KFAN.
Well, because of KFAN.
Comanche Moon, of course, comes to my mind.
Right. Yeah, that I've been lucky. KFAN was something that I had never heard on the radio before. The first time I heard it, I just moved from the big city of Spicewood to the larger city of Marble Falls, and I was just searching the knob. It's back when there was a knob. Remember the slogan for KFAN was 107.9, turn your knob all the way, turn the radio all the way to the right, and then knock the knob off the sucker. Knock the knob off the sucker.
Was that insane Dwayne days?
That was J.D. Rose. That's when I became J.D. Rose is the KFAN days. But
and I remember the first time I heard KFAN, I think it was so new that they hadn't even sold any ads yet, but they're on the air so they could sell ads. And I'm like, all this, there was a Bob Wills song. I said, it's an old Western swing station I found here. And then right after that was Stevie Ray Vaughan. I said, wait a minute, what have we got here? And then there's Linda Ronstadt or somebody. It was just, got crazy. So great concept for a radio station, no real parameters or limits, and any kind of music the DJ wanted to play, the DJ played.
You're right, pretty much free form.
Yeah.
Pretty much free form. Didn't have a whole lot of rules and regulations,
Still pretty much like that.
Still going. Still going. But,
yeah.
Well, now, a lot of people have read your novels, too. Mike has written, have you written like 14 Western? How many Western novels have you written?
I'm working on my 19th book.
Whoa.
Not all. Most of them are Western novels, and there's a couple of nonfiction books in there, and a couple of novels that were not set in the Old West, but most of them are. So I'm working on number 19 and getting really close to finishing that. So
I have to pick those up.
And now, didn't you write with Willie or part of Willie's story?
I got
and Kenny Rogers too?
Right. Yeah. You got a good memory.
Yeah.
I was invited to write a book with Willie because he wanted to write a Western novel and he wanted somebody to co-write it with who was a novelist. And, I had met Willie once before anyway, and his agent in New York City knew my editor in New York City, and so they hooked it. I lived in Marble Falls at the time, very close to Willie's place anyway. So we had a meeting or two, and then we would, via email while he was on the road or in the studio or whatever, I would just write what he wanted and what I thought he wanted, and he'd send me back any changes he wanted to make, and that's how we wrote the book. And that did lead to another deal with the same New York City agent who also represented Kenny Rogers. So I got to write a book with Kenny Rogers.
Oh, that's awesome.
How legendary.
I know, those two guys.
I mean, come on. It doesn't get much more legendary than that.
But when you when I sat down with them, they were just like a couple of good old boys from Texas, and like I am, and they both were, Kenny grew up in the Houston area, and Willie grew up in the Northern Hill Country area, and they're just good old boys, and there was no big star attitude or anything like that. They were very creative guys. I mean, we were talking about the plot for the books and what do you want it to be, and it was just idea after idea, and I'm scribbling as fast as I could. Willie wanted roles created for some of his favorite movie actors that he wanted to do movies with. like Tex Cobb, the former heavyweight fighter turned actor.
Yep.
We wrote in a role for Tex Cobb because Willie wants it to be a movie after it's a book. It has not yet been made into a movie, but you never know.
That's what he wants. It probably will happen.
The lead role, of course, was designed for Willie to play that lead role. So that was one of his deals. He wanted all his actor buddies, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Fairchild. He wanted roles for all them. So some of the characters, if you ever read the book, you'll say, oh, this is the Morgan Freeman character role. Now I get it. So, and Kenny Rogers was just a real genius at keeping the plot real fresh, and he said he wanted a surprise at the end of every chapter, like some kind of surprise that makes you turn the page to the next chapter.
Almost like cliffhanger.
Yeah,
type.
exactly. A cliffhanger at the end of every chapter. And, so that's what I tried to stick to when I was helping him write the deal.
So they can't put that book down.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work.
So writing books and songs. I mean, what a talent you have. When did you? Now your dad, Doc. Mm-hmm. He still goes out on the road a little bit with you.
He does, not so much anymore. We used to travel across the nation for big conventions, and for big association conventions or big corporate conventions. Might be 500 people out there, 1,000 people, and we'd either do a luncheon or a dinner theater kind of thing, and it was cowboy music and fiddle tunes.
Love it.
My dad's a fiddle player, so yeah, we did that all over. But he lives in Fredericksburg now. I got my folks to sell the ranch and the cattle down on the Texas coast about 4 or 5 years ago, and they moved up here, and he quickly stole all my fans with his fiddle. Yeah, he goes to Lukenbach every Wednesday, and he plays at the Picker Circle that afternoon every Wednesday. If y'all want to see Doc Blakeley, Wednesday Picker Circle at Lukenbach.
Wednesday Picker Circle. There we go.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He loves it too, so it's good.
And you're still writing new songs. In fact, a new album. The Outlaw Firm. The Outlaw Firm.
Yes, the trio is called the Outlaw Firm. It's John Arthur Martinez from my Marble Falls days. We did a lot of shows. We did a weekly show together for 7 years, And so
I think we used to call y'all the Marble Falls Mafia.
That's when
with
we
Debbie
were.
Walton and yourself and John and of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, keep going.
Yeah. So there's John Arthur Martinez is 1/3 of the Outlaw Firm, and I'm a 1/3. And then John Greenberg, who got to Texas as quick as he could back in the '90s, and John Greenberg and I did a weekly show together for 10 years. So that's a lot of shows, And we all became pretty tight as musicians. And like 3 years or so ago, we were doing these shows as the three of us playing these shows together, and we said the harmonies are so good. I got three-part harmony, and I play guitar and mandolin, and John Greenberg is an excellent lead guitar player, and John Arthur Martinez does the percussion when he's not playing guitar, and so it's just really interesting. We said, why don't we give this a name and just market it? So that's what we came up with, the Outlaw Firm. The reason we came up with that name was because one idea was to just put our last names in alphabetical order, Blakeley, Greenberg, Martinez. And John Arthur Martinez said, that sounds too much like a San Antonio law firm. So John Greenberg said, well, how about the Outlaw Firm instead of a law firm? So that's where it came from. We're not really real outlaws. I mean, I jaywalk every now and then.
But you're a real cowboy, though. You jaywalk every
I have done some cowboying, yes, but I'm not a real outlaw.
Well, can you play us one of the new Outlaw Firm songs? Or what you want to do? Or do you want to play one of yours? Or what do you want to do? Whatever you want to do. This is your show.
Well, what we do on the Outlaw Firm is we like to put 10 songs on an album. There's 3 of us, so we all come up with three of songs that I've written or co-written or whatever. And then we have one more song that we can do. We wrote that one together. So
y'all just got back from Colorado too, didn't you?
Because we had the album out, we decided to go out there and play it, through New Mexico and Colorado. I go up there every year for the past 5-6 years, I guess. And the Outlaw Firm, I asked them last summer, hey, y'all just come with me and do this. We'll do it as a trio, So we did the trio again this year too. So I'll try to do this song. I wish I'd have practiced it. You do it in the studio, and then you don't play it for a long time. Okay, I'll do one from the first Outlaw Firm album.
Okay.
I'm warning you. I have to channel my inner Bob Seger at the end of the song. ivory tower. He stands you up on your pedestal and goes away somewhere. He just leaves you there in your loneliness and despair. So you call down from your solitude, singing me your same old song. Even though I know it's wrong, I can't help but sing along. So fly on down from your ivory tower. Meet me here in the midnight hour. Let your love light flame and your passion flower. Fly on down from your ivory tower. The word around here is you're the lucky one, 'cause you got out of this place. All it took was a pretty face and a willing and a warm embrace. And I waste my breath when I fall down on my knees to pray. Maybe you'll come back to stay. Oh, but anyway, until that day, fly on down from your ivory tower. Meet me here in the midnight hour. Let your love light flame and your passion flower. Fly on down from your ivory tower. Fly on down from your ivory tower. Meet me here in the midnight hour. Let your love light flame and your passion flower. Fly on down from your ivory tower. Fly on down from your ivory tower.
Hey, where's that crowd
Amazing.
at?
That was amazing.
That was amazing. Mike Blakeley on the Judge and JD show.
Good stuff.
Just kicking out some tunes
It's
here.
hard to sing without a warm-up song, you know. Like me, 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 me. It's all about me, 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 me. You know?
It's all oh man, I love it. Yeah, just all. What are some of your favorite memories? I mean, the Seguro Que Hell Yes song with Flaco Jimenez was just.
Yeah,
That's on my playlist. One of my Spotify playlists, man. That's one of the first songs that I started with because it's just so dang happy and it's almost like a fiesta of music. You know what I'm saying? But that's got to be a great memory.
the whole thing is just the way we wrote it and the way we ended up. We shot
How
a video.
did you write that?
Well, John Arthur Martinez had been out to El Paso, and John Arthur speaks pretty much fluent Spanish anyway because he grew up in a Spanish-speaking family. And he noticed out in El Paso, there's this saying that seguro que hell yes, which is, seguro que sí means surely yes. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be emphatic about it, you can say seguro que hell yes, because they mix English and Spanish a lot on the border.
Right.
And so John Arthur said, that could be a song, I said, yeah, it could be a song. So we were trying to find a hook for it and get the song started. And we went to Nashville by invitation of Alex Harvey to go to his birthday party. And the great Alex Harvey, he wrote Delta Dawn, Hell in High Water, and a bunch of other huge hit songs. He had kind of taken us under his wing, and we could stay at his house when we were there, and he was trying to get us a publishing deal and that sort of thing, and did. So we went to Alex's party. For whatever reason, maybe the invitations got lost or something, or he just wanted a very small party. There was nobody else there but us. It was at this little bar in Nashville, and Alex didn't care. And he showed us his new pickup truck. It was actually a used truck that his wife had remodeled and dolled up. It was bright red up on, big 4-wheel drive. It was a beautiful vintage truck. And so he said, here's my birthday present. And he said, what are you boys working on? You're working on these songs? And John Arthur said, well, we got this idea called Seguro Que Hell Yes. Alex speaks a pretty good friend. He spoke Spanish pretty well. He said, would you let me in on that? I said, I guess so. We'll let you. So it's the old classic story, on a placemat or a cocktail napkin or two. We started writing down these lyrics, mostly in Spanish. And, they didn't even rhyme. And we realized later it doesn't rhyme, and we only had 2 chords in the song. But it was just working. It was just fun. And every now and then we'd go, "Seguro, okay, hell yes." And then we'd take a shot of tequila. And so that's how, we wrote the first version of the song. And it wasn't a month or so later that Alex called, and he said he was walking through the airport in Nashville, and he sees this producer for one of the big labels, and he knew the producer, and he knew that the producer was producing Flaco Jimenez's next album, or they were actually doing the album. And he said, "Hey, you got enough songs for the album? I got a song with some Spanish in it." And he sang it to him in the airport. And the producer said, "You better get me a tape of that, quickly. We're going to wrap up this week." So Alex went to his studio. He sang a quick guitar, demo, and that's how the song got cut by Flaco. Now, Flaco would have all these guest singers, these big stars, to do the main vocals for him, because his genius was with the accordion. He's a Grammy award-winning accordion player. And so he got Raul Malo of the Mavericks to sing.
Damn.
I mean, what better voice is that? So
Right.
So that was all great and it was good. The song came out, and then we shot a video in Green Hall, of all places, in August, which is pretty warm, and
Nice and
under
warm,
the
yeah.
lights of the videos. And I just had a great time with Raul Malo and Flaco and all those guys. Raul's such a cool guy, and it took all afternoon long in the heat, but it was a lot of fun. You can probably see the video on YouTube or something. It's really
pull it up.
Yeah.
Seguro, okay, hell
Yeah.
yes, Flaco
It's
Jimenez.
still a well-made video. It was a lot of fun. So,
But y'all have written, you personally have written a lot of great songs, but your collaborations are awesome.
well, you know what? I almost forgot this chapter of the story of that song.
Okay.
22 years later, Alex called me. I was driving in New Mexico, and he said, "Our song is going to get recorded again." Seguro que hell. I said, "Who?" And Alan Jackson cut a version of Seguro que hell.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah.
You know that album that was sold, I think, only at Walmart, and it had every one of his number one hits. There was three vinyl discs in there, so it was a huge album. But he included some stuff that apparently he had recorded in the studio. Apparently he'd recorded our song, and we didn't even know it. And they decided they didn't use it for whatever album they thought they were going to use it, but they put it on this Walmart big epic album. I forget the name of it, but yes, that's how.
I want to
That's
check
awesome.
that.
And
out.
Alan
me too.
Jackson,
I'm
he
gonna
did a
look it
good
up.
job of singing the Spanish and everything. Yeah, I was really shocked and surprised.
How awesome is that?
Yeah,
That
so
is
some
very
songs
cool.
you just don't want to die.
And your song "In the Dust," that's. I mean, we could sit here forever because you said 19 novels, and how many albums do you have? CDs or
Counting the-
musical albums?
Counting the Outlaw Firm albums, I think I've been a part of 17 albums.
Wow.
15 of them were mine.
19 albums, 17 musical albums.
Yeah.
You're a writing machine.
I don't know, man. I guess I write.
You want
in
to
my
write
sleep.
my life story?
I don't have time.
I was gonna say it'll be quick. It'll
be a
be
quick-
blank pages.
It'll be the Reader's Digest version.
What did you do here? Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
But so let's talk about the Outlaw Firm a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do that.
What do you guys got coming up? And by the way, you can catch Michael all over Fredericksburg. Mike Blakeley, Western Edge, and
Yep.
Yeah, I play a lot of every Tuesday at Western Edge, so that's a good
regular
deal.
Tuesday, every Tuesday.
Yeah, and I'll be at Texas Heritage on Sunday, Texas Heritage Vineyard, which is one of the most music-friendly vineyards.
This Sunday, all right.
Yeah, this Sunday. And, they not only are they really friendly about music in general, but songwriter music, original music. And that's the owners, Billy and Susan Johnson, of course, who've done a great job. Their wine has won awards all over the world. And but they're cool with the songwriter music, and the wine club members are too. They've all gotten kind of into the whole live music and also original music stuff. So it's a great place for a guy like me to play. I play there about once a month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
so-
Yeah, but you can also go to Mike's website, I'm sure, and check out
Look,
your.
I'll go run home right quick and update the calendar. No, it's updated pretty well right now.
So the Outlaw Firm, y'all going to do any shows in the area?
We did about a month ago before we left Colorado. We did a couple of album releases. One of them at Texas Heritage Vineyard, and so we do have some stuff coming up because we got to keep pushing the album, and it's downloadable now if anybody wants to look us up, Spotify or wherever you download your music.
Yeah.
And the vinyl is not out yet, but the vinyl version, but the vinyl will be out soon. We have CDs and little memory stick USB.
I love the old school.
Yeah, we've talked a lot. It seems like all the songwriters come on and talk about the vinyl.
Yeah, the first Outlaw Firm record was the first time I ever had any album. I mean, any vinyl album.
Vinyl album.
Yeah, in my career. So
That's got to be pretty cool holding
as it is
holding your songs on a like a LP.
As they say in Nashville, it ain't final till it's vinyl.
You just can't beat that vinyl sound.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
the needle.
It's
laying
really
that
warm.
needle down.
It's a whole new warmth. So it sounds great.
Well, what do you want to do for us? Can you do one more song for us?
I can do a song for you.
Perform one more. We'd love to have you. Judge and I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
we
man,
appreciate you taking the time.
I always
It's
enjoy talking to you.
a treat for us.
When Judge visualized this show, we wanted to talk Fredericksburg first, talk community.
Yeah.
And then the second segment, of course, with music. So
Music.
Music is a great music community. We have a lot of winter Texans who come down here from up the states up north, and some of those winter Texans are very music oriented. So wherever they're staying around the country, they will go find the music if there is any.
That's what we're from.
They came here and they said all of them say there's no place like Fredericksburg, Texas, in terms
I've
of
been saying it all along.
the number of number of venues and the variety of music and it, you can go bar hopping basically.
I just feel like we need to be a known music scene here in Fredericksburg. I feel like it's ripe for it. It's here already,
is
like
here.
you're saying. We just need
It's
to kind of get it out and market properly.
Yeah.
But we've got some great musicians like yourself here, and
It's a really good pool of talent, and everybody helps everybody else. There's no cutthroat stuff going on. And,
we saw that with all the flood relief
Yes, I was
benefits
about to
just
say.
locally.
right,
and music can make a difference.
It does.
It makes the
It really
difference. And
I've been posting music heals
It
a
means
lot.
it does.
That's my.
That's true.
I guess I came up with that, but my hashtag is music heals
Yeah.
because it does, and we all we're all going through the healing process. All of us, every single one of us out
Yeah.
here.
It was a big shocker. We were in Colorado when on the 4th when all that happened. We were so far off the grid I didn't even know for a day, and then you felt kind of helpless. What can I do from this far away? But by the time I came home, the radio stations I was listening to in the truck as I was driving home, they all had ads about where to send the money, where to send the relief, and so it's a nationwide deal that everybody picked up on. Yeah.
Absolutely, and
Yep.
yeah, as a nation, we're all healing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, we expect, and we know Texans are going to help it. People from all over. So.
Texans got some big old hearts.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. It shows too.
You gonna reach into your archives? What are you gonna? You
Yeah,
got a capo on there, so you're ready. I know you got a song in mind. What you gonna do for us, Mike?
I guess this is one of my most requested songs around.
Is it capo or
around here.
capo? Hey, by the way, real quick, I'm sorry. Your buddy John Murray Greenberg. You told me I have a good memory.
Yeah.
And that surprises the shit out of everybody. But you're. I remember when I passed out in the fire ant nest that night on the riverbanks. But anyway, that's another story.
I didn't think you'd want to bring that up.
But no, didn't John invent like a capo?
He did.
How'd
There was
that
some
go?
little nuance where the patent office, there wasn't any, but he still uses his prototype, and you can capo individual strings is what it is.
Right.
So you can do it for different kind of tunings. He uses it all the time.
Anyway, I just remember.
Not all the time, but he used it, during every gig.
I remember it was pretty dang good.
Yeah, it was a brilliant idea.
Brilliant. Okay, with that being said, what you got?
Okay, so it's probably one of my more popular songs around here, and I wrote this with a radiologist and a doctor who's musically inclined, and he got into songwriting with John Arthur Martinez, and he pitched this idea called A Town Called Paradise, Population 2. So I said, I'll help you write that. That'll be good. So that's what we came up with. can read it on your face. You've had it with this place. You're sick and tired of the rat race. Honey, I am too. Traffic jams and deadlines, crime wave in the headlines, smoke choking the sunshine. I tell you what, let's do. We'll find a place somewhere with some clear, fresh air, and we'll roll like a pair of dice. Honey, just me and you. We'll look up at the stars at night, far from the big city lights, in a town called Paradise. Population 2. What would we have to give up? I can deal with a pay cut. Hey, let's get out of this death rut, honey, while we still can. Say goodbye to the concrete. Find a turn off this one-way dead-end street. Let's get some grass under our feet. I'm not afraid to get a little dirt on my hand. We'll find a place somewhere with some clear, fresh air, and we'll roll like a pair of dice. Honey, just me and you. We'll look up at the stars at night, far from the big city lights, in a town called Paradise. Population 2. We need a wide open view of the western sky. We'll lose these big city blues, honey, just you and I. The pretty smile on your face tells me you love our new place, far away from the rat race. Honey, I love it too. Darling, don't ever think twice. I would make any sacrifice to remain here in Paradise. Population 2. We found a place somewhere with some clear, fresh air, and we rolled like a pair of dice. Honey, just me and you. Now we look up at the stars at night, far from the big city lights, in a town called Paradise. Population 2, yeah, a town called Paradise. Population 2. Just me and you, babe. Here we are in Paradise, Texas Hill Country.
Amen to that, my brother.
Yeah.
Amen.
Good stuff, man.
Thank you.
You still writing? Got any new songs started or anything?
I've
yet?
got things half finished
Yeah.
and started, and then they may, might take a couple of weeks sometimes, or a couple of years sometimes.
Isn't that crazy how it works? And then you
Yeah.
can write a song. Have you ever written those in like in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It seems like it was kind of just
Sometimes
already
it
written.
just blurts itself out, So that could happen. Those are good times when it happens.
Do you have many co-writing sessions, or do you mostly just?
I do my share of co-writing here in Fredericksburg. John Greenberg and John Arthur, the Outlaw Firm. We write a lot together. Our kind of first alternate member of the Outlaw Firm, if one of us can't make a gig or something, is Jake Martin. So I've written with Jake several. So we wrote a song in Belize with some, not just Jake and I, but Lily and some other folks who happen to be there. And we write down on the back porch of Texas Heritage Vineyard quite a bit. And we wrote, there's a song on the new album called Follow the Music that we wrote there in about 45 minutes. And we had 4 writers on it. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So.
Well, if y'all ever need a corner in here to sit down and write, we'll make you one.
All right.
So you need a spot in here kind of away from everybody. We'll make that happen.
That's good.
We'd love to see you.
If
in
we
here.
get kicked out everywhere else, we know where to go.
We'll be here.
Look up Mike Blakeley if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, but look up his novels. Look up some of his older CDs.
Yeah.
I mean, you've just got so many great songs. I wonder how many songs you've written.
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's in the several hundred.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're all good, but
Well, they're like your children, though. Songs are kind of like your children, though, aren't they?
you know, people say that. I know I have a son and grandchildren, and they're more special than my songs to me. I got to tell you, I don't think of them as human beings, but they're sometimes they misbehave. Those songs do. It's like a kid, like a child.
Sometimes they don't work with you.
That's right.
They don't listen.
They just do not listen.
They just got their own path sometimes. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is a special thing to be able to write a song.
Well, Judge, and I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for your time.
Thank y'all for what you're doing for this community and getting the news out of all kind of important things, cool things, fun things.
School things, fun things, music, that's all important.
Keep up the good work, gentlemen, and thanks for having me on.
We're trying. We're trying.
We're going to give it our best shot. This is episode 10.
Number 10.
We're in double
Number 10.
digits,
Way
baby.
now.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing's got legs now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You know what that is? 5, 4.
I'll count down.
That's Bo Derek getting older. Thank you, Mike.
I'm old enough to remember who Bo Derek is.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But there's the movie 10. So
Yes.
like, all right,
Yeah.
get it? 10, 9, 8. Yeah, okay.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Judge.
Thanks,
you too.
sir.
Y'all keep up the good work.
All right, we got a huge Judge and JD show shout out going out to Rachel, Chris, and Mike. Thank y'all for coming in and being part of the show. It was another dandy.
It was an amazing show. Each one, I like to say they keep getting better, but really all of them been so much fun. The guests, yourself, and thank you for 10 episodes, by the way.
Inspirational.
Yes, inspirational.
Oh, that's right. This is 10.
This is 10 episodes, and so I just want to say thank you to Monty, thank you to JD, thank you to our lovely camera lady, Krista, our lighting expert, Ashley, and can't forget Perry.
Perry's hanging.
Anyway, good stuff. Don't forget to get out and nominate for the Hall of Fames. Just go on, FISD.org. Just Google them, and it's right there. I looked it up the other day. Be sure to get on there and nominate them. Nominate who you think is available for there's 2 different Halls of Fame. Please keep donating where you can. Offer your services where you can over to the flood victims, whether they be Kerrville, Center Point, San Angelo, Georgetown, yes, Ruidoso, wherever, all over the state, wherever you can help is greatly appreciated.
Texans helping Texans.
That's it. I do have as we might mentioned on previous shows, I'm in addition to a Billy, I'm in Johnson City Eagle, and we have a young man over there that's done real well. And he was just signed by the Los Angeles Angels organization.
Hey.
He is a left-handed pitcher. His name is Johnny Slowinski. And I know both of his parents, good people. Anyway, so we're excited for him.
Man, that's
we're gonna follow
exciting.
him.
Are we going to some games?
Well, you bet we will. You bet.
Man.
But it'll be fun to track him. And this kid is a hell of an athlete. It's just unbelievable. So
Yeah, you don't play in the big leagues if you're not.
So he got called up, and we're very proud of him.
Johnny!
Other than that, just please remember to like, subscribe,
And share links.
Share links. Share them if you can.
Watch the show all the way through. Share the links.
If you put the show on, watch it all the way through. It's very helpful for us getting the word out, and it's greatly appreciated.
Share, man.
Share. Oh, leave us comments. Be sure, tell us what you want to see if you're not seeing what you like. Or, just go on and
If
comment.
you don't like my ugly shirt, just tell us.
Yeah, if you want a different color shirt on, JD, all you got to do is say the word. We'll find one.
If you want us to put more powder on his head to keep the shine away,
if we need a bag
we
over
can do
his
that
head,
too.
whatever we need, we got it. Well, thank you, and we'll see you next week.